Hope you had a great day yesterday, those who are actually in Australia. I've got my Vegemite. Bring it, right? Okay, I'm going to need some new... I'm going to ask Heather. She is from Australia and living in Canada, but we're going to ask her if she can help us learn some new words tonight, if we remember. I'm so glad you're here. I am Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid host of Craft Roulette. Welcome to our Friday night fun. If you are Friday night, I always get all tangled up in time. But if you were here after seeing Katerina last week, we are so glad you're back. If you're here to say hi to Heather and support her, we're glad you're here. And Chatterbox, we're always glad to see you guys. What is Craft Roulette? Well, in a nutshell, it is the ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are live almost every Friday night, leaving a seat for you. Did I do it right, Cordelia? I sure hope so. If you were watching those cards, well, just before we started, we broke 400 again. 400 cards is so many cards, and I'm so proud of you because last week was a little bit of a twisted set of parameters, and you guys... You didn't flinch. You complained, but you didn't flinch. You did it really, really well. We did have 402 contributions. We have 10 process videos and 4 bonus contributions as well. That is a remarkable accomplishment, I think. If you don't know where to find all those cards and you'd like to see them, you just need to go to craftroulette.live. Go to the gallery for episode 198, and you'll see little Katerina's picture. She's adorable. Just click on that, and you can find all that information. It was a great, great show, and the cards are really, really interesting and very fabulous. Do we have any watch parties going on? Last week, Amanda Stevens had a little watch party going on. This is something I would really love to see, learn about if you do those. I know I hear from people that say, yeah, I get together with my cousins, my mom, my dad, or whatever, and we watch Craft Roulette and we craft. And I think that is just the most fun thing. And if you are doing that, we would love that. If you have a little stamping shop or something near you, it'd be a great time to just go over there and say, hey, you want to have a watch party for Craft Roulette? I think it's fun. I'm just excited about it. I don't have any idea how to do it. Well, I do, but I'm not going to take up a lot of time with it. But anyway, tell me about it if you're involved with it. I'd like to know more. If you have not given us a Vinny, we would love that. That's a thumbs up in in Alabama. It's not Australian, but it's in Alabama. A Vinny. Yes, we love our Vinnies. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing to us, that would be wonderful. Hit that bell so you don't miss a Friday night or Tuesday night, because we are here again on Tuesdays. Thank you, Spin sponsors, for January. You have been very generous, and we have been loving giving away your stuff. Thank you to May Made It. She started our year with an appearance, which was very fun. And then she's been giving away a $25 gift certificate all month, each week. And this calls for confetti has also been giving away a $25 gift certificate each week. And how do you win these things? By being one of those people that have sent in at least one of those 402 cards. It all goes into a big barrel, so to speak, and we pick one each week. Also, we've been giving away mega goodie bags and our favorite, well, let's say it. What's our favorite to give away? It's a Krog and a Craft Roulette original giveaway, a handmade card with an itty bitty gift. You got it. We are not being sponsored by those lovely companies. We are sponsored by our patrons, and we never want to miss an opportunity to say thank you to you guys. If you would like to be part of our support, we would love to meet you, and you can find more over on craftroulette.live. This week we would like to welcome some new patrons. Shall we give them a lot of hearts? Let's do it. This week we get to welcome Martha Middleton, River Severn, I believe, Aramel, Stacy Cobb, and Donna Shulkuski. Thank you guys for joining us. I met a couple on the call on Thursday. Really nice to see you guys. And then tomorrow we also have an extended call for Club Fun. That's always a good way to spend a Saturday afternoon. Want to thank Jen Gross for being our mystery guest on our patron show, which is our third Craft Roulette show. She was really interesting. I think I saw her in here. She's probably blushing. But anyway, I'm going to make her blush because she was really great. She did a great show. She was, we talk about cards that were in the gallery that were by patrons, for patrons, and with a patron. So it's kind of a triple header, and there is a fun show. But thank you, Jen. I couldn't believe all the things that we had in common. It was almost spooky, but we will say that for another day. Mr. Mike is staying true to his Chiefs sweater here. We won last week, so we're staying on. We'll see what happens Sunday. So all the best to you guys. I know. We have merch. Yes, we have merch. That's not my merch. That's Trinity. Okay, there's our merch. If you need if another fun way to support our cause is our stamp set and our die set. There's more coming on that later in the show, if you know what I mean. Cool Mary, not Crazy Mary, will be showing up. Heather did call me that Cool Mary, Crazy Mary, but this is Crazy Mary. That's another story. Let's welcome from Ottawa a very lovely lady, our guest tonight, Heather Telford.
Thank you.
Yay! Welcome.
Thank you very much.
It has been almost a year since we saw you.
Almost a year. Yeah.
And you were in our original under 100 episodes kind of guest. You were early.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've had a real treat to get to know you over these years. But for those who have not met you, could you give us a bird's eye view of your loveliness?
Okay. Well, I am an Australian, so it is still Australia Day here, but I have been transplanted to Canada. I've been in Canada for 23 years now. And when I was in Australia, I was a primary school teacher. Here, I'm an art teacher, not in schools, teaching adults card making and watercolor and printing and lots of fun things like that. I have 3 children and a husband, and I just love making pretty things.
You do make pretty things. And what was that dirty trick that the wheel gave you last time? He was an ornery little so-and-so.
It came to veto time, I had to choose between vetoing gnomes and robots. So I vetoed gnomes. And what came up? Robots.
I gotta
Not
say,
my
it's not
favorite.
nice for me to laugh, but it was really fun. we were talking before the show. She's got the best reaction on that clip from last year when she got robots. It was just pain. There was
I was
true
horrified.
pain.
I was horrified.
But you persevered, and you ended up working your way around it, which we all do by using gear rice paper.
Gears and gears for the robot parts and rice paper for the starry sky.
Yeah.
Sky map. That's like sky map. Yeah, it all worked out as it always does. But yeah, I was very happy to see the robots are not on the parameters this week.
We are going to find out in just a little bit if Heather's going to veto something and what she would like out of Mr. Wheel. But first, you had a question for me.
What is craft roulette?
It's a bunch of stuff like robots and gnomes and starry skies all mixed together.
Why am I here?
It's too late now. You're in. Thank you for being here tonight, Chatterbox. Well done, Mr. Producer. Heather, all the best to us. Let's find out what is craft roulette.
What is craft roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
That was the fastest what is craft roulette I've ever gone through. Sometimes it feels like that's kind of slow, but we were chatting and it just went zoom right past me. That's what we do every Friday night, and you are truly welcome to join us and share our nuttiness with a friend that you like or don't like. It's up to you, but we are always glad to have you guys here. It's so nice to see so many people I have met over the almost 4 years that we've been on. It's a treasure. Okay, so last week we had 198. We are bearing down on our 200th episode, which is very exciting. And so what did we have last week for the 198th episode? Well, there comes your pins. Here they come. There's 402 of them. Nobody's going to really count them, right? But I think there truly are 402 of them. You are all over the world, way up north, way down south, from the east to the west. We just appreciate each and every one of you spending some time and making some cards and crafts with us. That means we are up to 28,114 cards altogether. When Heather was here last year, I think we're around 12,000. So we have more than doubled in a year. That's astounding. So what about this patron report this week? What did the patrons think about last week's parameters, which were spanner, butterfly colors, centerpiece for element, and your favorite, dial? Let's see if you liked dial. I've been wanting to see this one. I know Jen Gross was saying she was looking forward to seeing what you thought about these crazy parameters. Well, you were neutral, so that probably means there were quite a few that didn't like it to balance it out. That's what I'm thinking. You did great on the colors. They were beautiful. And the spanner card, what did you think about you were above neutral. So you like the spanner card. I think a lot of people, it was their first, but I hope you use it again. It was it's a very fun card. Well done. Thanks for your input. Now, it is, oh, there's mine. I forgot what was, I was ready to start spinning. But there's my card. And if anybody knows where I put the envelope for that card, I would really like to know. I cannot find it. Somebody said clean until you find something. Didn't work. At least maybe I just haven't cleaned enough. But I have been looking. You know, when you lose something, you know you've lost it, and then you get a little bit obsessive. Here I am. Anyway, that was my card. It was a spanner card. That front part lifts up. You got the middle part with the wheel and the clock, and then you've got a hidden inside part as well. They're fun. I like them. And my butterflies were red and yellow and orange. We had a lovely guest on, Katerina Tarda she was up late in Germany. I kept saying it was Bavaria, or I was saying it was Belgium, but it wasn't. I'm crazy. And it was Bavaria, Germany. She made this beautiful card. She is very active on Instagram. I really hope you will follow her. She's very interesting. She posts every day. She's delightful, and I was so glad to meet her. Thank you, Katerina, for joining us. Well, we can bring Miss Heather in and we can celebrate our parade of achievements because we've got a few people to say, harump, harump, well done. And this is when we do it. Then we will be closing out week 198 after this and heading to the wheel. But before that, we do want to welcome some first-timers, say thank you to some major milestone achievers, our leading ladies, and welcome 5 people to Club 52. Maybe there will be a new perk, but I doubt it. All right, let's say hooray and welcome our first-timers. Here they come. That's the hardest one, you guys, is the first one. Once you get that one in, you're good. Elizabeth D. from New York sent in this cute bicycle. Daria from Pennsylvania sent in her card for the first time. Look at those dials.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
It is. Rachel Nelson from Washington, riding the wave. Pam and Tom Mallow from Garland, Texas, with an Easter card. Patty Cook from Florida. Very pretty spanner bridge. Don Kent from Michigan. Dial right up in front. I think that's grand. River Severn, who is also a new patron, welcome and well done. Very Team Purple. Congratulations to our major milestone achievers. Those are people that have sent in 25, 50, 75, and so forth cards. Welcome and congratulations, Mary Slaminski. 25 cards. 25 cards from Melissa Hull Soppel from New York. That's cute. Call your mom. Bonnie from Arizona has also sent in 25. Cute little hedgie. Marilyn from Missouri has also sent in 25. That's a big deal. Well done. Mara from Missouri has sent in 50. Thank you. Well done, girl. Sandy Be Good has also sent in 50. That was such a cute little kitty. Susie Fick from Illinois has sent in 75, and she used a spanner like a wrench. Paula Rice has sent in 75. We always appreciate Paula for her extra work she does for us. Thank ya. Rebecca Feltner from Ohio sent in this pretty card. 125. That is a milestone. Congratulations to you all, and let's give a round of applause for our leading ladies this week. Smurf Murphy with 159. Always appreciate your work, Smurf. Her twin in Australia, Jackie Jackpot Muller, sent in this beautiful orange and red-orange card. Kathy Herring from Wisconsin has sent in 163. All cute. 5K Now 6K Lamone has sent in 165, and she did her spanner card vertically. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis, you need to take an extra look at this one. It's very special. It's for her mom. And Patty Beck, I do not know where you got that image, Patty Beck. It just did not seem to fit you, but congratulations on being our leading lady. Amazing accomplishment. Welcome to Club 52, Don Wilcox. So many different styles, Miss Heather. Joan, probably Joan from New Jersey. Very cute with your little mouse. Amara from Vancouver. Pretty card with the London Bridge. Nice. Lori Van Doon from British Columbia has sent in this beautiful card. Club 52. Marjorie from Wisconsin also has hit Club 52 with some pansies. They're so cute and happy. Poor things. Club 52 still has no perks. It has no benefits. It has nothing except
bragging rights.
That's the one. That's the one. I always think we should get like little card carrying images of Club 52, maybe just to download.
Just flash your card and say yes.
Yeah.
Card 52.
Like at a nightclub or something. Yeah, I'm Dr. Club 52. Let me in. A speakeasy. Anyway, those are phenomenal numbers and phenomenal cards. Thank you so much for playing with us. If you ever do need a little boost in your day, just wanting to see something cute, something beautiful, something interesting, go take a look at some of our galleries. We have over 20,000 cards to enjoy. And they're lovely how they are displayed. Plus, you can see little things that they have written, that the contributor has written about them too. So it's kind of fun. I have been saying to people, if you have a little kid that you need to have, it's kind of like find the picture, where can you find the dog? You can do these. Plus, you can see cute cards.
Where's Wally? Got with cards.
That's right. Just find one. Can you find the dial? Yeah, it's all there. Depending on the age. No little kids for that one. They can do the dogs. But anyway, we appreciate you. And I'm looking forward to having you, each and every one of you, playing again this week. So get ready. It's time. It's time. Don't touch that dial. It's time to spin the dial. Bring on those parameters, please, Mr. Producer. There they are. Those are the ones. There's not a robot in the list. I don't think there's a gnome. Yeah, you're good. Gnome colors might be interesting though. But I might think about that one. But it is time for us to talk about vetoes. We offer our patrons an opportunity to veto one parameter out of each column. That means that if we land on that parameter, we will spin again and the wheel can't make us use it. If you can still use that parameter in the parameters we do get, you are welcome to do that. This is the time. If you are new, you're going, this game doesn't make any sense. But hang on, we're going to get there. So this week, the patrons have voted off the island a 4x8 card. A 4x8 card is number... Oh, I forgot. This is the new thing. I think, how long have we been doing this new thing? Probably a couple months. I'm slow. But 52%, 52%, they said no to 4x8.
Okay.
So we will not be doing that unless you want to. And you can. You're not real interested in the A9. We talked about that before the...
Yeah. Sounds like a lot of work.
For colors, well, for colors, what did they veto? Vintage, jungle, Main Street, or informal?
Oh, well done, patrons. Good.
Formal and informal is off the board. And for element, what are we not going to do tonight? In the sky, walks, posters, or ginger? Posters, you guys hate those. You just hate them. And again, our computer decides what you're going to vote on. I used to take great pains to make sure that nothing was repeated for months, but our computer kind of likes to throw out the same things. And for random, what will we not do? Crisscross, packaging, 3 strips of paper, or add horizontal lines? Packaging. Well, I think you've dodged some things. I think you're not too bad.
I think that was helpful.
But packaging you could use because of your mixed media kind of thing.
Yeah. Packaging would not have been a problem.
No, you could figure it out. Yeah. So, Miss Heather, this is your chance. Would you like to veto something?
I would like to veto on random 17 knobs.
Knobs it is. It's kind of like dials, but I'm kind of glad to see knobs off.
Too close to dial.
Do you ever play cribbage?
No.
No. One for his knobs is one of the scoring things.
Okay.
Yeah, but that is neither here nor there, especially now. How would you like to put your chips on the table? This is the first time for you on this. I'm curious.
Yes. So, for the project, I will put it on number 7, card with squares.
Okay. Sounds like
And
a good one.
Colors, I changed it so I don't have the number. 17, Northern Lights.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
colors I like. And for Element, one of the ones that was on the veto list but got 0% of the veto, In the Sky.
In the sky. Okay. Like
And random mixed media, number 4.
it. See, I was feeling that one coming on.
Yep.
Okay, so you'd have a card with squares with some northern light colors in the sky. So that would be something you could tie together pretty easily. And mixed media. Are you not far enough north to see the northern?
I haven't seen them yet. No, people not far away from here have. It's one of my wish list things to see lights.
Yeah. I would love to see them, but it seems like everywhere you go to see them, it's really cold.
Yes.
And it's at night, and you have to be out in the cold at night, and I don't know.
3 o'clock in the morning, they're out.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too good.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same. I never wanted to go fishing or early bird watching or give me my creature comforts. I'm all about it. Well, I think those are good choices, and I know that you were thoughtful about it. So let's see how Mr. Wheel is feeling. He's been a little cantankerous. I think he's got cabin fever. We'll warm him up and see how he's doing.
Warm him up.
All the best to you and you guys and me and everybody for Project. What will we do tonight without knowing what we're doing? 17. I know we had it. Oh, card with a bookmark. Alrighty, we can do that. For colors, we are going to talk about each and every one of these. So as they get together and maybe don't make sense, we'll try to figure it out. Ba, ba, ba. Formal and informal is out. We will spin again. Well done, patrons. Aren't you feeling smart?
Yeah. Good job, patrons.
Bakery colors. Alrighty, and for element. Wonder what I was thinking when I put that. 3 large animals. I don't think of you as large animal, kind of. We'll figure this out. You didn't make the same face as you did with robots, though.
I know, large animals come in above robots.
Just right in there. For random, I told you he was feeling a little bit frisky here. Number 12, add horizontal lines. Well, that one's easy. That one's easy.
Okay.
You can always throw in a horizontal line, but holy moly. Okie doke. Well, card with a bookmark. Remember bookmarks? Those are for those things called books that we used to read that before we were doing this all the time. For those who have never read a book or left your...
You can also bookmark a web page if you want to get back to it quickly. So.
Oh. Well, we'll let somebody else... I'm not going to do that, but that would just be a star, wouldn't it?
I'm not sure how you would visually represent that.
That'd be tough.
And there are all sorts of bookmarks too. There are the traditional long ones with a little ribbon on them, but there's the tiny little sticky ones that you just put on the corner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We have options.
And we also like to remind everybody this is their art project. We're not going to tell you what to do. We're not going to teach you how to do anything. We're going to just throw you in the deep end and say, take these 4 things and make something out of it. Not every, it can be very literal. It can be very highly interpreted. It can be the main focal point, and it can also be a detail or anywhere in between. So you've got all sorts of wiggle room to play around with this. So bookmark, card with a bookmark. I don't mind making a bookmark and making like a pocket for the bookmark to go in or something like that. I think that's kind of a fun card anyway.
Russ just asked, would folding a corner of a piece of paper down count as a bookmark? Functionally, yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
A folded
because that's
corner.
what some people do.
An earmark.
Hold the corner.
Yeah. You could make a tiny book on your card and notch a ear, or isn't it called dog earring? I think so. Notch a page like that, and you could, or stick a little tiny bookmark in. Oh, that'd be cute. And you could have it with a large animal reading a book.
Dog ear
Yes.
seems to be the consensus
You could.
term.
That is such a teacher answer.
How many coulds can we come up with?
Okay, so we'll figure out bookmark, and it can be big or little. And obviously, we're going to have some interesting ways that people are using it. They can use it as an interactive on the card, or just as a part of the card image or whatever, focal point, etc. See the scenery or the props. Bakery colors. I can almost smell it. I can smell a bakery better than I can imagine the colors, actually. But there's cookies, there's frosting, there's jams, there's the walls, do you go to a bakery? Do you have a bakery that you go to that you think of a bakery? I think of Long John's. Really fast, I think of Long John's. And so you could have all those tans, those golden browns, all those kind of things.
The warm colors of a fresh loaf of bread, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think of like the stainless steel of the machines and things in the back, personally.
Well, there you go. The industrial side of the
Yeah.
bakery. That's interesting.
And the flour and
Yeah. The ingredients at a bakery. Even the pots and pans and the stoneware and all that kind of thing. This is just the color parameters. So we don't be worried about, I don't have any bread stamps.
Yeah, we
or
don't have
anything
to have
like
a
that.
large animal reading a book, eating a piece of bread. We don't
But
have
we
to do
could.
that. But we could.
Have you seen the memes with the dog with the bread around its head and its little face sticking out, and the meme is it's inbred?
Oh. No, I haven't.
Look for it. Google will be serving that up in your feed soon, I'm sure.
Of course it will. It'll be there
Yeah.
tomorrow.
If not sooner. Large animal. You don't do a lot of animal stuff, do you?
I don't. But I happen to have a stamp set that has large animals in it. So it will be coming out.
That's a good
Already
one.
thought about that today. Yeah.
Oh, see, you're looking ahead. That's smart. Yeah, large animal. Now that can be an animal that's actually considered a large animal on Earth, or it could be a small animal that's large on the card. So you can take it different ways. You can be a part of a large animal too, like a great big elephant foot, or some such thing. And you could play with the bakery thing. You can totally play. A lot of people put those two together. So there's not anything that says you can't.
You could have a large animal birthday cake from the bakery. You know, have kids have animals for their birthday cakes.
Yeah.
Again, I won't be, but you could.
But those are good things to remind people of, too.
Yeah.
So somebody else, let's see. How about Bigfoot? Susan Tremper asks. Well, that sounds like a large animal.
Auntie just said dragons, which reminds me,
Dragons?
I have a dragon stamp too.
I have my new Trinity Happy New Year dragon. It is the year of the dragon, after all.
Oh,
So,
I hadn't even connected that. Okay.
They can be. Dinosaur is definitely a large animal. Maybe I should pull out my drawing of a dinosaur glitter fairy. I don't think so tonight. I just made them. So dragons, maybe we're going to have quite a few dragons. There's a lot of large animals, giraffes, and a lot of people have them in their stamp sets too. So cows, horses, they're all big. Especially if you are on top of a horse, they look a lot bigger when you're on top of them than when you're just standing beside them. So, yep, you could have a shaped bookmark of a large animal. That'd be cool too. Or a shaped card. There's a lot. There's a lot you can do. I think we're going to have fun, and I think we're going to have some fun things going on in the gallery. Yep. How are you going to fit in like gel plates or anything? Do you have any? You're such
I was hoping to, but I don't think that's going to happen tonight. No.
Yeah. You could have a huge flower bouquet with a tiny bit of a large animal hiding behind it.
A tiny little elephant in a big flower bouquet.
Yes.
Actually, that would be cute. That would be cute.
like a plant poke.
Yeah.
And that you could pull out and it would be a bookmark. Dang, that's good. That's good stuff right there.
Stuff right there.
Yeah. And then horizontal lines, we're just going to be able to throw something in there. That'll be fine. We got a gift from Mr. Wheel on that one. Well, you think you're okay? You think you're ready to go get some things?
I'm going to get some things. Yep.
Okay. Well, we're going to pause while we get our things. And you can see Crazy Mary, Sad Mary, Cool Mary, and all those other Marys. We'll be right back after this word about our other show and our stamp and die set. Hang tight. Does card making ever wear you out? Are you just having one of those days? You ever say to yourself, I wish there were more Craft Roulette on each week? Well, have we got good news for you? In Review is like part 2 of Craft Roulette, which features you, our card contributors. It'll be easy to find because it airs here on our Craft Roulette YouTube channel. We go live almost every Tuesday evening at 6:30 p.m. Central, and we do a number of fun things during the show, including Mail Call, where I share some of the nice cards and goodies people send us. Our Card Showcase, where we take a longer look at some of the contributions sent in from the most recent episode. And our Who Done It Mystery Game, where I recreate a card from the most recent episode's gallery, live on air. Everyone in the live chat gets to try and figure out which card I'm recreating. So, if you want more of what we do on Craft Roulette, you'll love our show, In Review. The Whodunit Mystery Game is just a game, and we do not actually solve mysteries, but we do actually solve mysteries. The show is supposed to be on Tuesdays, but we reserve the right to reschedule as necessary. Mary will not always know what she is doing, especially with buttons and or math. Stretchy pants and snacks are not required, but advisable. Please bring a friend. Too much fun for one person included. Hey, Cool Mary here. You might remember me from my breakthrough role, the In Review infomercial. While normal me and the special guest are gathering their supplies, let me take this opportunity to tell you about our stamp set, our die set. Whoa. Let me, Cool Mary, show you what you can do with them. Tubular. Whoa! Gnarly. Yes, you can order these off our web shop. Every purchase helps support our shows, and in return, you can be like me. Cool merit. Okay. All right. Oh, there's the little guy. I was thinking, I don't know. I found him. I can't. So I was thinking big bear, little bear. I'm going to pull him out of the cup. So do I want big bear on that and then have the interactive with the little bear that comes up as the bookmark? Probably. I think that's going to work. It's either that or a big dragon. But I haven't done this yet, and I may not color it very well. So I think we will stick with what we know. And, bakery, cup of coffee, kind of thing like that. We're just going to think that. I think Heather's ready already. So let's bring her on. I'll look for another animal.
And you're back.
Come on in. I do have this cute polar bear, too. He's pretty darn cute. We wouldn't get his big boom in there, though. He doesn't quite fit. And then the little penguins could come up. What are you thinking? You got your stuff really fast.
I've got giraffes and an elephant. They're my big animals.
See, but they're small, but they're big.
They're small in my set, but they're big in real life, and they are going to be part of my African scene with the bakery colors, the warm,
lovely,
kind of hazy, sunny colors.
That'll be good. That was pretty fast. I'm pretty impressed. It's like you've played this game before.
Well, I played this game before, and believe me, when I saw big animals, I had to think about that ahead of time. And I realized I have my little elephant and giraffes.
It's not a bad idea to kind of look at the parameters and give it some thought, even though you can't really go, this is going to work with this and this and that. But
because you're right, I don't do much with big animals, so I'm glad I gave it a little bit of thought ahead of time.
Yeah, smart. Well, congratulations on being so smart. Is this better than robots?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
well, that's
indeed.
good to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, this little guy's going to be on the pull-out. And I think my bakery colors are based from something that would be in Colorado. Well, if I had found where these guys belonged, I'd put them away and I probably wouldn't have used them. But they're kind of bakery. They're kitchen bears, so they're actually quite perfect for this. But they're big animals. I did think about dust bunnies.
They can be big animals.
They can, especially around here. Yeah, I think that.
Depending on when the vacuum last came out.
I'm telling you, it's not something that happens very often. Now, they're Roomba. You can always have a Roomba robot vacuum, which I don't.
No, I don't either.
My daughter does. I think we'll just kind of cover this stuff up. I'll do it from like this. So last year when you visited, you were on a low buy or no buy. How'd that go?
Well, that's interesting because it turned out I had to quit it.
Uh-oh.
So I'm on a low buy this year. But the reason I quit it was sadly, the scrapbooking store that I was very involved with here in Ottawa closed.
Oh.
And it was very sad. And we
Yes.
miss it. But when it closed, they did have some big sales, and so I actually bought up stuff like for my classes, just thinking ahead, re-inkers and all sorts of things, watercolor paper.
Nice.
Yeah, so it ended up I didn't restrict myself as much as I thought I would.
Well,
but it was good to support their sales, and it was good to stock up for the future. But I am stocked up, so I'm back to my low buy this year. Yeah.
Well, back to the drawing board. You can't. It would be a mistake to be too dug in, right? So that it.
Yeah. But I do want to use what I have, like working out ways to use scrapbooking papers, because I don't scrapbook much, but I've got lots of papers, so using them for stamping and collage and things like that. So I am looking at what's here.
Good for you.
And trying to use that up. Yeah.
I did it for a year, and I did it for a year. I would do, I would get white paper and black paper. And there were some moments that I would be in a store. And I honestly was like, this really hurts. There's actual pain going on in my heart right now.
Yep.
But I lived to tell about it another day. Okay, so I got all sorts of pressure. Mr. Producer went to my stash and pulled out another set of stamps. So he got the Ink and Splatter Parables. So that'll be cute. They are cute. I'm glad for it. So we'll use kitties. They're not going to be as big animals that are big animals, but they'll be big on the coffee cup.
Okay, so he goes and pulls things out. It's like an extra parameter for you, called Mr. Producer.
This is the first time he's ever done this.
Wow.
But it's another parameter. He's giving himself applause. So, I don't think I want to use the gray. That's not very good. Well, if you did the silver though for the like you were saying, I will use the gray because I have
machinery, the stainless steel.
Yep, we're going machinery kitties. Machinery gray. So, Chatterbox, is this a better week for us than last week? Are you happier? I want you happy. I never want to open my front door to a mad mob of hot glue guns. Never. So would you mind telling the story about that class you taught about 2 months ago?
Oh, well, I could do that.
Yeah.
Yes. 2 months ago, just over 2 months ago, I was all ready to teach a Christmas ball decorating class. And was just waiting for a friend to come and pick me up, was walking downstairs at my home, missed the bottom step entirely, and landed on the right side of my right foot with my full weight. And just crumpled onto the bottom step and sat there holding my foot until I hobbled to the freezer and got some ice. And then my friend arrived, and we drove to the class because I thought, sometimes when you twist your ankle, you can walk it off. Anyway.
You're going to walk it off?
I got to the class, and I taught the class sitting in a chair. It was it was some ladies from my church. They were all very kind and understanding. One of them bandaged up my foot. I had some ice. So I taught the decorating class, Christmas ball decorating class from the chair. Couldn't really move around much. By the time the class was over, I couldn't put any weight on my foot. And my husband came and got me, and we went to emergency, spent the night there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And was told that it was a severely sprained foot. So we went home and I got some crutches and started using a boot, like an air cast, but then found out a couple of weeks later when my doctor ordered more x-rays that it was actually fractured. So, yeah, I guess it was so swollen with the first set of x-rays that they couldn't see.
Oh, Heather.
Yeah. So
I'm for the team.
Oh my goodness. I'm out of the boot now and I'm doing physio and I'm back to driving and yeah, but it's been a little different, been a little limiting at times.
Yeah, it's funny the things you miss. You didn't realize that you couldn't just jump up and and do things.
Nope.
Like turning in bed and things like that.
Yeah.
It's just weird the stuff that you notice.
Yeah. And I couldn't, like, I could hobble out to the kitchen and make a cup of tea, but then I couldn't carry it to another room because I had crutches.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so people would bring me things and, yeah, everyone was very, very good to me.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, drove me to my appointments and collected things from the other room and brought them to me.
Aww.
Yeah.
Did they bring you art supplies or did you just not, or did, when you're not feeling right, sometimes it's hard to do things like that.
Yeah, no, they did. Some people said, oh, you must be making lots of cards. And I really wasn't initially. But yes, they did sometimes, like I'd request certain things and they'd go and find them from my workroom. And
well, I wish they could find my sheet that has that for the carrier sheet for that stamp set. See, I'm obsessive about it, but yeah. When you got back to your craft room, did you find things out of place?
No,
or were they
really.
pretty good?
Pretty good.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised somehow. Yeah, nice. Well, that's I've never taught a class with a broken anything, so that's a deal. That is something else. I think we're gonna go. Okay, so we've got industrial gray kitties, and then we're gonna start doing frosting colors. That's my thinking. Wasn't that my thinking? Yeah, that was my thinking.
Well, I've just got warm toasty bread colors, bakery colors.
Need some Vegemite.
I don't know that they have Vegemite in Africa. These are my African skies.
They would if they know Jackie Jackpot Muller. She would send them some. That's where I got mine. There's that one. We'll do this one. A little yellow. Ooh. Here we go. So do you still have snow?
Oh, yes. Except it's been raining today, so we have snow with a layer of ice on top. And then some puddles. So really not that nice. So I haven't actually left the house today or yesterday.
Oh, yeah. My attention was just drawn to Deanna Longoria's message here. She said she wanted to say how much she's enjoying the show and thanks for the invitation to her daughter, Christina Holloman. her beautiful daughter is that at that. And I will tell you, Miss Deanna or Diana, your daughter is lovely. And thank you for raising such a lovely person that we get to enjoy. So, and I'm glad you're here. That's nice. Her daughter, and I will just go ahead and say a few things about Christina Holloman. She is a patron, and so I've gotten to know her on some calls, and it's such a delight. And she has 10 kids, and her goal is for me to make a case her cards sometime on in review. But she makes these I just colored something green that was supposed to be yellow. Oops. But she makes these very complicated cards, and there's no way I'll do it. But I would love to do something as pretty as she does. But yeah, we do have several mothers and daughters that watch this show together, and grandmas and daughters and granddaughters and sons. It's very sweet, kind of a fun thing to do on a Friday night. And you also we talked about your daughter last time you were on, Heather, because she had been making some cards, and she's been making some digital stamps and art. And would you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, she's been doing some digital stamps. I've been doing some digital designs. Mine are mainly patterns, stencils. And she has opened an Etsy store called Echidna Studios. And we've just been filling that up, and I've been doing a lot of samples to kind of show off her designs, which has been a lot of fun. I love her designs. It's very nice having a designer in the house. To take suggestions.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah. It's called Echidna Studios.
Share it.
Yeah, Echidna Studios, and it's on Instagram as Echidna Studios, and the Etsy store is Echidna Studios. Echidna is my favorite Australian animal. So if you haven't heard of an echidna, that's the origin of the name.
Well, that one I don't know. So can you tell us what?
It's like a hedgehog kind of Sonic guy, right?
It is. It's a little spiky creature, so it's like the Australian version of a hedgehog.
Is he little?
It is little.
Like that?
Yeah.
How cute.
Yeah.
Oh, how fun. Do we need to know some more Australian things since it's kind of Australia Day here, but not there?
Well, you probably all know g'day. I mean, that's how you
G'day.
say hello. G'day.
Yes. Yes, mate.
And I don't know if you know fair dinkum.
A little bit.
Fair dinkum means, are you serious? Or yes, I'm serious. Or this is for real. Fair dinkum, robots, was a difficult parameter to do.
I see how you did that.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
I am
That's a funny one to do.
struggling with my sun position here. I haven't done this for a while. I think I need...
What is that?
The listed location for your Etsy shop is on Ottawa, Ontario, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to post it in the chat room. I just wanted to verify that was yours.
Excellent.
First.
Thank you.
Does she do? I know you've got a handle on kind of pretty flowers and those kind of things. Does she reflect that in your taste in her shop?
She's got a lot more variety than that. She's done one of the most popular designs she's done is a vintage beetle, a VW beetle.
Oh,
which is just fabulous. She's traveled a little bit and done some. She did an old doorway that she saw in Belgium. Like stone walkway and an old doorway surrounded by bricks. She's done some plants. She's done on my request, she did a bunch of different trees, like deciduous trees and coniferous trees.
I think I've seen
So
some
yeah,
on your blog.
a real range. Yes, I've been
Mhm.
using them and making cards from the designs.
And do you
But yes,
are you still
she's-
really active on your blog? Because you used to be.
Yep.
Good.
I still, everything that I post on, I mean, I'm active on Instagram, but it goes on my blog first.
Mm-hmm.
And then also on YouTube, but I don't make a video of everything I make. That would take too long. But
Right.
yeah.
Right. It would. Yeah.
But,
And your
yeah, I
YouTube
will be
channel.
making a
Before I
YouTube channel,
forget.
which I had to start
It's down.
again because I
Yeah.
lost. It's Heather Telford Art.
And it's down in the description with the title.
It's in the title, yeah.
And you can click on that. And if you guys wouldn't mind going over to subscribe, you don't put it, I mean, it's not like you're going to get your feed flooded because you don't do it that often. But you did get she had a problem last year and you tried to change your email or something and YouTube took down your original YouTube and you couldn't get them to put it back up. And so you
Couldn't
started
get
a
it
new
back.
channel and you're still
So-
really working to get those subscriptions. So
Yeah,
she was
building
around
it back up
900.
again. I'm around 900 now, and my old channel had 7,000.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
So if you guys wouldn't mind going over and clicking that subscription for Heather Telford Art, that would be super fun. We'll see how far we can get her, how close we can get you to it
That
that
would be
way.
Michelle
exciting.
Lupton from Australia says she is already subscribed.
Well,
Excellent.
yeah, that Michelle, she's on it. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
Do you know how that all came about? Because I certainly don't.
I think that was, and I could be wrong, I think that was from the Sydney Olympics.
Oh.
And that's just what everyone called out.
Okay.
Like the cry was, like when they were cheering for people, was Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. And the reply was oi, oi, oi. But it could have been from a different sporting event, but I'm pretty sure the origin was sporting events.
That's cute.
Yeah. So, yeah, soccer, football, the Olympics.
You're athletic. Was there a game that you were good at when you were in school or still or as an adult?
Well,
or?
I ran track, not to the level that my daughter runs track. And I played tennis.
Okay.
So yeah, but I wasn't anything special at them, but I enjoyed them.
Yeah.
But
You're
yeah,
kind
my
of a
daughter is
balanced
the
person.
daughter who has the Etsy store. Is a full-time athlete at the moment. So that's one of the reasons she has the Etsy store. It's a form of income for her because
Excellent.
she's not working full-time. She's working to support herself being a full-time athlete. So
Marvelous. She was a math teacher, wasn't she?
no, I have two daughters. So my eldest is a math
okay.
teacher.
Okay.
And she is teaching high school math. And then our second daughter did architecture. So she's done all of her studies, but she's currently training as a 400-meter hurdler.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
That is some talent. I do the dash to the coffee pot. That's my talent. Whoops. How big do we want this? You know, this had this little tag in here. I could just use this, but that won't work.
Okay, I've done my bakery colors, but this is looking like a desert, and I don't think that's where the giraffes live. So I'm going to have to bring some green in.
Yeah, frosting.
But as long as my bakery colors are there, now I can just deviate a little bit.
Correct.
Absolutely. Bring in the frosting.
The frosting, the green frosting.
Mm-hmm. We make it work. This is pretty. I hope everybody's had a good week and you're enjoying your rest here on Friday night. Thank you so much for joining us. Who's going to fit better in here? Do I have to pull that? That's not a lot of room. Is this one better? Ooh, that one's a little bit better, not much. Okay, we're going to work with what we have. Okie doke. Okie dokie. Let's see. So this could actually go on top of another piece of paper, and then I would have more space to put my thing. Okay. That's the next thing, is to find that. Bakery color, and this even has a little cupcake, an adorable little cupcake. I think we're good. Looking through a few pieces of paper here. I have some questions from our patrons for you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're at 990
Oh, really?
already. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Well
Thank you.
done.
Oh, this is exciting.
993, so we just need 7 more
Woohoo.
to get over the 1,000 mark.
That's
Okay,
excellent.
wow.
You guys are good.
Thank you. Now, there are some older videos on my channel that I reposted, like on the new channel from the previous one, but there are a bunch of new ones too, and I will be making new ones soon, and we'll celebrate the fact that you've been so kind as to come and join me.
That is excellent.
It sounds like you just hit 1K, so I'll give you
Woohoo.
some cheers.
Thank you, everyone.
You guys
Lovely.
are so good.
Yeah.
Well done. Made my day. That was nice. Well, I feel like I've gone to work and back. So this is a cute little piece of paper, and it looks like a book. And it's talking about butterflies, so it kind of goes from last week. So that might make it a cute little bookmark, but it's flimsy. So is that going to fit? Is this a dumb idea? Nah, we're good. We're just going to put a teeny, teeny bit of glue on it. They're very teeny. So that, we might have him hanging over a little bit. Then I won't have to worry. Do I want it right in the middle, though? I think I don't like yeah, I don't want to straddle the columns. That looks dumb. Okay, so you're going to pull out of the cup, okay? Deal? Deal. All right. Uh-oh. I think I got a little bit of his tail cut off. Okay. So, I got sidetracked by your numbers there. And I don't remember this. This is a good question. I don't remember how this went down. But Stacy Cobb asks, how did you find Craft Roulette? I don't remember. Just seems like you've been here.
I think Ardith put my name forward.
That
I'm
artist.
pretty sure it came from an artist. Yeah.
Okay, that would make sense. Because you have known her for quite a while.
I have, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We used to be on a design team together for a stamping challenge, making one-layer cards.
Oh,
It was called One Layer Simplicity,
okay.
and we were both on the design team. So that's how we first met. And so I think that she was my introduction to craft roulette, I'm pretty sure.
That makes sense.
I didn't mean to do
makes
that.
sense. Okay, so I'll put that. Yeah, because
Too
I
late
couldn't.
now.
Oh, what'd you do?
Well, I just went away to get something to wipe the Misty and put the stamp down. So the stamp is going there. That's where it's going to be. Oh, and I did it again. I'm getting so messy.
Well, at least it helps you decide.
Yeah. And if it doesn't work, I will quickly do another bookmark. We'll see. I'm kind of not totally convinced that I'm doing this right, but
Yeah.
we will see.
Well, this little guy, he's looking kind of cute. I'm just concerned he's not going to fit in this cup very well, which means I need to think of something besides a cup. But I like the cup. But if I put him up a little higher.
He's really skinny, like the stand-up foam tape.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even going to use stand-up stuff. I'm just going to put just a tiny. And I guess I could just ignore gluing down right here and here at the skinniest part. So he would have all that opening. She would have all that opening. And then we have that. And then maybe some. It's not pretty enough right now, but we're going to work on that. We're going to put a little bit of green ink, I think. Green ink. Here we go.
Yeah. See, that's what I needed, a little bit of green ink.
Yeah, and look
Green
how that
ink
turned
is
out.
saving the day tonight.
Okay.
Who would have thought?
Well. Bring out the green with the bakery. It doesn't seem like
With the bakery. Yep.
But there's always a surprise here. Always.
Yeah.
There's always paint on the walls and signs and
Paintings.
yeah.
Yeah. Open.
Mold.
Closed.
Mold on the old bread.
We were avoiding that, but
Gross. Algae.
it's definitely fair to say.
That's always disappointing when you go to get a piece of bread and it's got mold on it.
Yes,
It's
yes it is.
it is such a bummer. Such a moment when you're oh well.
Kayla, forgive me if I get your name wrong, says that many bakeries have plants and things in their dining rooms, which
Yes.
That's a good point. There's lots of colors in a bakery, but I think it's kind of we were more gotta use this color and that color when you were on last, and this is
I
much
know.
more open. What do you think?
Things have changed. Things have changed.
Do you like this
And-
better?
Well, it's easier. It's definitely
Yeah.
easier. I just find it amusing because, you know what?
What?
Bakery colors. I could see just about any color in a bakery.
Right.
Yes. So it just makes it easier,
It does.
which is nice.
Yeah. But it still gives a lot of kind of a feel for it, though.
Yes, it does.
And
It does give you a starting point for sure.
And help you narrow down what you see in your mind's eye.
it also lets people attach their own interpretations of the color theme,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
which we like to see.
So it's fun. I think it's fun. But yeah, I think last
Yeah.
time you were on, you had 3 pops of red. It's like, okay, 3 pops of red. Let's
Yeah.
do it. How tall does this guy need to be? So yeah, we change things every once in a while.
Yeah. No, keeps it interesting.
Yeah. I cut that off and then add something to the top to pull it out. That's a tiny little bookmark. That's okay. Yeah. Oh, who's saying that? Right, the icing roses could be all sorts of colors. Have you seen those videos of remarkable cakes that people make that make it and they look real? Of like
Yes.
snakes and brains and all sorts of stuff?
Yeah. One of my favorite people on YouTube who does cakes like that is an Australian, and her name
Yeah?
is Tigger Mac.
Okay, that's
And
cute.
we watch her, and she just does amazing cakes, and she'll make them to look like something packaged, and then she'll go and put it on the shelf in the stores. So she made a can of WD-40 recently and went to a hardware store and put it on the shelf,
No.
and then walked away and kept filming. And then, she'd come back, she'd pick it up, and then she'd take it to the checkout. It'd get scanned, and then she'd take a bite out of it. And it's hilarious. It's fantastic.
That's grand.
So she's
What's her
she's
name?
my
That's
favorite.
wonderful.
Her name, I'll put it in the chat because it's unusual.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds fun. Because I've seen them make them, but then I haven't seen them do any kind of shenanigans with them.
Yeah, no, she has lots of videos of the decorating, but then she'll go out in the world and plant her cake somewhere. Pretty fun.
Have you ever left a
Okay.
card somewhere in a store?
I
I've heard of
haven't.
people doing that.
Yeah.
Just like leaving a card and walking away and letting somebody find it
That's a nice idea.
with just kind of a little encouragement on it.
Now,
You
I think I
probably
might
have a
need.
few.
I do. That's a good idea. A little bit more. Another tree.
Oh, that's looking really pretty. You're staying true to your style with a pretty card.
We'll have one more tree.
Well, these kitties are cute there. Thanks for finding those for me, Mr. Producer. Thanks for encouraging us. Chatterbox. Oh, somebody put it in. Tigga. Oh, Michelle put it in.
Tigger Mac. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She is a scream. Yeah.
Need some horizontal lines, oddly enough. I don't have them.
Heather, there is a question in chat about which black ink you are using.
Oh, I am using Gina K Amalgam ink. It's just
And you were
makes
on
a
last year. We talked about this before the show. You were on the show before Gina K, and you are again.
I am, because I'm her warm-up act. I come on before Gina K, and yes, this is her black ink. Does a
Well,
nice job.
she would only have the best.
Exactly.
Yeah. I did not mean to do that, but it worked out.
No, well, when I saw the lineup, I thought, oh, cool. Okay. Now this bookmark.
Squeaky.
Squeaky clean.
Have you ever heard a porcupine? When they eat, they make squeaky noises like that. They're adorable.
I haven't heard one, but we had one come into our yard a couple of years ago, which is very unusual in the city, walk across our yard, climb our crabapple tree, find itself a little spot, and it slept there all night. A porcupine.
How funny. They're big.
So they are big. And
they're a large animal.
Yes. But we didn't go close enough to hear it eating because we might have scared it away. And we were just so amazed to have a porcupine in our backyard that we just took pictures of it.
Yeah, you can find them on the internet, of course. But they make these little they're so cute. Well, we're just sending each other all over the internet. What a fun place to be. So Philip B. in Springfield, Missouri asks, we're talking about cards and leaving cards and such. Do you have a favorite card that you've ever made?
I do.
Aw.
Well, I have a couple.
Okay.
One of them I was so happy with, I gave it to my husband because then I knew it wouldn't leave the house. So I have that in my room.
Okay.
And another favorite card, I can actually put my hand on it and bring it out. And it's relevant because it uses this exact same stamp set. So why don't
Darn.
I know.
What a crazy coincidence. I wouldn't even think this would be like your favorite kind of.
I know. And it's quite a different theme, but I probably will send it someday, but I haven't sent it because I just love how it worked out.
Oh, I can see why.
So, and it's these same trees from this lovely darkroom door set.
Man.
So
Don't you love it?
that's one of my favorites.
Lots of that is gorgeous. How'd you make that?
Well, that's watercolor. Like I didn't.
Okay.
So I did all that's how I got all that soft, misty stuff. And then, then once that was dry, I would have stamped the trees on. But yeah.
Man, that's pretty. I can see why that would be hard to get rid of.
That's one of my faves. Yeah. Okay, some more.
Good question, Philip.
More horizontal lines here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
I think your lines of text count as horizontal.
Well, I think so too, but I still want to add a little something.
Definitely on the bookmark.
Right. Maybe have a little fan there of horizontal lines. It needed something right there anyway, so that's what I'm thinking. Let's try that for a...
Maureen Hayes says she started card making because of you, Heather.
Oh, Maureen, wow.
That's so
what
cool.
A lovely thing to hear.
I think so. I saw earlier that it's her birthday also. Did I? Did I read that, you guys?
It's Maureen's birthday?
It's her birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Well, nice to spend it with your mentor. That's neat.
Well, my sister-in-law visited from Australia. She was in the chat earlier. I'm not sure if she still is, but she visited last summer, and we did some card making together. And she had always been like a fan of my cards and a happy recipient of my cards. But we did some card making together before she went home, and she came to one of the sales with me when I was buying stuff and bought a few things to support the local economy. And she is hooked. She has fallen hard for card making. And yes,
Isn't that lovely?
We have great chats about supplies and techniques, and she sends me pictures of her cards, and it's fabulous.
That's
I
wonderful.
find it very, very exciting.
Oh,
She's
it is
come
a
over to
wonderful
the dark
hobby.
side.
Mm.
Come over to the colored side.
Yes, indeed. That's so fun. Did
Yep.
she ever say
Yeah.
what it was that made her say, "Yeah, this is okay. I want to try. I'm going to do this." And
Well, I think she'd bought the things, and then so we wanted to have a session before she went home, just using them. She had bought some coordinating dies and stamps, so like I wanted to show her how they worked, and we just got started, and she just really enjoyed it. So yeah,
that's cool.
and
Well
she
done.
she's a fan of Facebook Marketplace and picking up
Oh, she's
the
doing
odd
everything.
set of die cutting machine,
Oh, whoa.
things like that.
She is head over heels, hook, line, sinker.
Planning
There
an
you go. There's
extension
my
onto her
daughter
house.
in the chat. Alexandra Telford's in the chat. She is the designer of the Echidna Studio
Whoa, welcome.
designs.
We look forward to looking into your Etsy shop. I like digital stamps a lot. You can do so many things with them, and you don't have to wait. You can just get them. Look, it fit. Yay! I got a bookmark inside my mug. The Kitty Bakery. And yeah, I think and my bookmark looks like a book page. I'm happy with that. Let's see what I can put inside. Living the sweet life.
So should there be large animals on the bookmark as well? I'm thinking probably yes.
Yeah. I think you have room for it, don't you?
May as well have them.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to try and line these up so that the bookmark would be on the front, but I'm not going to worry about that anymore. I'm going to put the bookmark inside the card because I didn't put,
Right.
yeah, I didn't do it right. So
yeah, you're fine. It's so pretty though.
I'm not going to worry
that
about
green
that.
really did a lot.
The green, yeah, brings it out of the desert. It's just a hot day now. It's not necessarily in the desert.
Hat Trick Smith, sometimes known as Irene, wants to know what are your top do's and don'ts for beginners when they watercolor. Ooh.
When the watercolor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Top do's and don'ts. Okay, one of the top do's is when it comes to brushes and watercolor paper, don't be too cheap with them. Because if you buy watercolor paper that's too cheap or brushes that are too cheap, you will find it frustrating because the brushes won't hold enough of your paint or water, and so they'll come to the paper dry. And the paper, if it's too cheap, if it doesn't have enough cotton in it, it will you won't be able to move the watercolor paint around, and that will be frustrating too. It'll just kind of act like cardstock instead of watercolor paper. So that's kind of a do and a don't, because I would say do buy 100% cotton watercolor paper. You don't have to buy the most expensive one. Canson has a reasonable one, but yeah, it's worth buying nice watercolor paper and nice brushes. And I think for beginners, it's probably even more important to buy nice watercolor paper and brushes than paints. Like you could start with cheaper paints, but make sure you have good paper.
Do you use like the tube paint or do you use pan paint?
I have both. I have pan paints from Sennelier, which I really like, and I have some Winsor & Newton tube paints. So I use both.
It seems so mysterious. You know?
You just play. Like, one of the nicest things to do with watercolor is to do abstract backgrounds. So you're not trying to necessarily paint anything in particular, but you're watching the watercolor paints blend into each other. So like, make your background nice and wet, add your colors, watch them move, but like watch your pinks and blues turn into purples.
Mm-hmm.
That can be really satisfying to do that.
And
then you're not worrying, does my flower look like a flower? You know,
right.
does my leaf look like a leaf? You can do some beautiful things just with abstract watercolor. So that would be one of my beginner hints.
That's good. Yeah, good. Especially, you don't think about that with a brush, picking up I'm sure there's cheap brushes that the bristles are almost water repellent.
Yes. Yeah, and I have had people in class say to
really?
me, this isn't working like yours is working, and it's the tool.
Mm-hmm.
The tool just would hold so little water and paint that it was frustrating for the person using it.
Yeah.
So again,
like
they don't have to be
polyester
like
or
really
something.
expensive, but just a brush that holds enough liquid.
It's got to be able to belly up to that or that watercolor paper and hold its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dale T in chat says, Heather has me so hooked on card making. I need to stop spending so much money on products. Otherwise, I won't be able to afford airfare to visit again.
To come and visit. Yeah. So Dale T, you need a balance. Okay. Because we want you to come back.
Absolutely. Oh, that's, and when you first start, it's so hard. It's so hard not to buy everything. It really is.
And you're getting a couple questions like, what is a good brand of brushes? Oh,
okay. Princeton brushes. Princeton has a nice range of brushes, like from the cheap to the expensive. I think a few Princeton brushes have been discontinued lately, but they have a line called Snap brushes. I think it's Snap with an exclamation. Princeton Snap, and they're not too expensive, but they're quite nice. Princeton Snap brushes. That's a brand that's not too bad. And another brand that is quite good, and again not too expensive, is Simply Simmons.
I don't know any of these. That's cool. I'm going to have to write these down when I watch the show tomorrow. That sounds like good tips. His little beans are white. Quasi Kitty, his little beans are white, I think. Do they ever have white beans?
I think they'd be pink.
Maybe I have the top teeny ones pink. I was kind of debating, so I hadn't done it. Or maybe a darker gray.
The resident cat expert, Quasi Kitty, says pink.
Okay, Quasi Kitty. I can do that. And she is the expert. She's got the cats to back up her statement. Okay, I'll get on that before I forget. Do we want them a little darker? We'll start light. It's always good to start light and go dark, right? Where'd they go? There they are. Kerwin's are all black. He's black on black on black. There. Better? Mm-hmm. Okay. They are so cute. Thank you. Crazy button guy. So, Heather, you were a little bit nervous before the show tonight, you said. You're handling it like a champ. What do you think?
Well, once we get going, there's nothing to be nervous about. And I do tell myself that before the show, but
Right.
yeah, no, it's been fun, as it always is.
Ah, good.
As it always is.
Good to hear. Yeah, I don't like to think of you being miserable. So.
Oh, I wasn't miserable. No, that's way too strong a word.
Okay, good.
Just a simple case of nerves.
That's all right. Yeah, we can handle those.
Okay, so some words. I can add some words to this. Let's see.
What kind of cards do you mostly like to make? Do you
Well,
make specific reasons cards, or?
I make a lot of blank cards because sometimes when I make a gel print or a watercolor that I really like, then I just like it to be a little picture rather than have words on it. But I seem to go through the most happy birthday cards, and other members of the family come to the happy birthday card stash too, which is fine.
Okay. Yeah.
So I seem to always need to replenish the happy birthday stash.
Yeah, you were.
And I have a bunch of
last year.
Yeah, I have a bunch of miscellaneous cards with unusual sentiments on them, but I mean they're fun, but they don't get used.
Yeah,
So,
you kind of paint yourself into a corner sometimes.
I know,
those, right?
I'm thinking maybe this could be another. Well, a thank you or a happy birthday or a thinking of you. They're probably the top three.
Man, that's so pretty. You've got such crisp contrast going on. That's so pretty.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we'll go for a happy birthday.
I think that's reasonable. If that's the ones you use mostly and everything, that I'd say go for it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go back in your little spot, buddy. There. Perfect. I'm trying to think, do I want to put anything on here? Maybe just a little shimmer. It looks kind of flat.
I really like that you've got the bookmark in the cup. That's a very nice touch. Yeah, I was going for the bookmark on the front, but I'm afraid I chickened out on making that work.
You're fine. I like yours. Just, yeah, it's fine. Bookmarks are kind of retro.
They are.
All.
They are.
Yeah.
I have a card making friend who has also become a book discussing friend, which is lovely. Like someone I've never met in real life, but I've met on the internet. And so we share gel printing ideas and we share book recommendations, which is quite nice.
Man, she sounds like your soulmate.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that on some occasion we'll end up in the same place and we can actually sit down and have a chat and maybe a gel print together.
That can happen. Those kind of things do
It could happen. It could happen. She's not too far away from me. She's in the States, though.
Look at what I just found, like the top part of that. I think we'll do it. No?
Oh, thank you,
It
Rose.
looks like it's actually in the cup coming out the top right now.
All right.
If you put that line there, then it would be coming from behind it.
I know it, but it would look okay, but it would be wrong. I'm going to see if I hit all my parameters. Let's just see how we did. Okay, let's come see this little guy real close. Card with a bookmark. I got the little bookmark inside. He's just cute as can be. And this one had birthday candles, and I didn't want to cut them out, so I cut them off. It's my motto. Don't want to cut them out? Cut them off. And my bakery colors are the industrial silver and lots of frosting. And I think it turned out frosting looking. And large animals are. Do you think so?
Yeah. I definitely frosting colors. Yeah.
Yay! Thank you. And I've got a small animal, but it looks large on a cup. So it's a small animal that looks large. And my horizontal lines, there are some other places, but I stuck some little doodlies sticking out there. So got it covered. On the inside, we have "You are the icing on my cupcake." And then on the back, "Inspired by Craft Roulette." So that works. That works. I'm glad. How's yours coming along?
I'm just about to put it together, and I'm realizing I should clean my hands.
Oh.
Otherwise, I'm going to put a big smudge in the wrong place.
That can happen really
You're just
fast.
gonna
And I always wish that on us before the show, too. Smudge a card, but I don't really mean it.
Yep, my head in the frame, but got to get overhead to line things up.
You do. It's good to know you still have a head.
I do.
You know, that you didn't it didn't run off without you. It's okay to have that reassurance. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you like this little frosting colored cupcake card. And the bakery thing, I think will, it just sets your brain to certain ways when thinking yummies. And I love a good cupcake. So it'll be fun to see what large animals you guys use. Will you use a large animal in a large way, or a large animal in a small way, or who knows what you will come
That's
up
true.
with? It'll be so
You
fun.
used a small animal in a big way, and I used a big animal in a small way. We just wanted to cover all the bases, didn't we?
Yes. All the examples that we could pull together in just a little bit of time. Yeah, I think that Mr. Wheel was kind of nice.
I
Especially
think so
with
too.
The horizontal lines, since he didn't make us do something really strange.
So, yeah, my bookmark will be, is it card with bookmark? Okay. It's not bookmark on card, it's card with bookmark. There they are together. Card with bookmark.
You did it.
You are welcome, Michaela. That's 2 cakes now.
You're making cake? Your daughter's making cake to celebrate. Well.
So I don't know if my son is still in the chat, but if he is, he's just been to Africa. So I'm wondering if I've got the colors right here. If he's in the chat, he can tell me, because he just came back from Africa.
I'm sure. I think it looks very appropriate.
It certainly looks hot, and he said it was very hot all the time that he was there.
Yeah. Do you know what the name of that kind of tree is? Maybe you said it earlier. I don't remember. It's okay.
I don't know what that one is. I know this one here is the baobab tree, the one with the really big trunk, but I'm not sure what this one is. Yeah, I don't know what that one is.
Well, it's a pretty tree. And you don't see it around Missouri, I can tell you that.
Acacia tree. Yeah, my friend Connie just put in the chat. It's an acacia tree.
Remember, I had to look it up.
Oh, I've heard of those. I didn't know those together, though. That's good. Yeah, okay. Well, did you hit all those parameters, girl? You got card with bookmark, bakery colors, beautiful bakery colors, large animals on the card,
and horizontal lines on the ground.
You did a beautiful, beautiful job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. And once again, our styles are completely different. And
completely different.
I wonder how many styles, I have no idea how many styles are represented in a gallery. But it is fun to see them and just look at them and go, oh, that's so different from the one I just saw. I love that about what you guys come up with. Yes. Yes, I do. So why don't we let you rest just for a second, and we will tell everybody how they can play, because we want to see what they come up with. We'll thank our patrons, tell them who's coming up to the show, give away some other people's stuff, and come back to say goodnight to you. How's that sound?
Okie dokie.
All right. Woohoo! This one's easy. This one's going to be fun. They'll be cute, and there's going to be realistic. There's room for all sorts of different kinds of styles. Whatever you like. Just remember to include those 4 parameters. Card with bookmark, bakery, large animals, and horizontal lines, and have those nice family-friendly values in there. And don't forget to make it handcrafted. Send those to craftroulette.live. There's a form. You can just upload your photo and tell us about that beautiful, beautiful card, and we will feature it on Monday's show. If you're a patron, you have till Thursday night at midnight, Sunday night for those who are not, but why not join us? We have a lot of fun over on the Patron blog. We have some wonderful guests coming up. We have Gina Kay next week for our 200th episode. Bindu will be from Crafty Meraki will be coming after that. Crafty Al, I think it's our 11th time. And then we get to have Daniel West with the Globe. And then we get to have first time to our show, Libby Hickson. I'm looking forward to each and every week with them and you as well. Join us. Make sure you hit that subscribe and that bell so you don't miss us. And, we have an email too. So if you didn't sign up for that, that's a great thing to sign up because you get an email, I think only once a week, that says, hey, this is coming up. Why don't you do this? I think it's a good thing. I like it. I get mine every Friday morning. After that, we're going to say thank you to some wonderful people that donate some of their funds to us. It's nice that you guys would come along and say, I think it's great that you're coming live for free content every Friday night and almost every Friday night and Tuesday night. And if you go to the Patron group and you sign up for a free Patron level, there isn't one. This is it. This is our free content. So I know every week somebody signs up and I think, oh man, there's nothing over it. We don't have that. It's just something Patreon does. And anyway, don't bother. Don't fall for it. Don't just leave it alone. But we also have a lot of interplay between the Patron blog and then over on craftroulette.live. You can see all sorts of things that we do on craftroulette.live under support our efforts. Go under there and you'll see all the things that we do. It's fun. I did 2 videos today and a 3rd show last night. We keep you so busy crafting. It's fun. It really is. See you tomorrow, Club Fun, at noon Central Time. I like it. Yeah, some of you have been here for a long time. Thank you so much. Now it's time for giveaway. Let's give away some other people's stuff, shall we, Mr. Producer? We're going to start with a Krog, which is a Craft Roulette original giveaway, a handmade card with an itty-bitty gift. Let's do it. This can go all over the world. If you sent in a card last week, your name is on that board right now, and it's going to start spinning any second. There it is. There it is. Oh yeah, Cindy Elkins, it was fun to talk about your card. The Patron show has a mystery guest. We keep it secret until the show. And then we just spend about an hour talking about crafts and your cards. Bonnie Knack. Well, Bonnie Knack, congratulations. I'll be happy to send you a Krog. And there is going to be a form on craftroulette.live. Claim prize after the spins. So go over there and fill that out so we can get this all taken care of. For a Craft Roulette goodie bag, this does need to stay in the United States, please. Our shipping and handling went up again this week. Hope you got your stamps in by Monday. Boy, 400 names takes a while, doesn't it? Oh, Amy Moore. Well, heck, she just lives down the street. Oh, a couple dozen miles. How fun, Amy Moore. I will be happy to send that to you. And for a mega bag, why don't we do
mega? This one's for a mega.
This is a mega, not omega, but a mega. A mega bag of. We do get donations from our viewers, and they send stamp sets and stencils and embossing folders and all sorts of stuff, and we give it away to you guys. Lori Patterson, congratulations. Make sure you let me know your information over on the Claim Prize forum. Now for a May Made It $25 gift certificate. This goes go all over the world. Ellen cuts paper. I'm sorry, I don't have a finger to put in the. I see all my fingers are being seen. I'm not putting it in the till there to make it stop. Oh no, we're not gonna double dip. Sorry, Lori Patterson. I assume there's not two Lori Pattersons. By the way,
it went gray, so that was the same one, but that's a 1 in 400 chance that happens.
Oh, Lori Patterson, it's your lucky day. Please use the same email that you sent your card in. There is a feature that will disregard you if you don't. May make it. It's going to Doug Conley. Congratulations, Doug. I'll be happy to get you in touch with May Made It. So they will send you a gift certificate. And for a $25 gift certificate to This Calls for Confetti, it's going to stay in the United States. Thank you guys for being great sponsors this month. I will be announcing the spin sponsors in our weekly update to our patrons on Sunday night. And then on Tuesday, Jan Farnworth, awesome. On Tuesday on In Review, I will announce it to the public. So if you send in a card this weekend or for this episode, $1.99, you will be eligible for next month's giveaways, and they are really good. I mean to tell you, don't miss it. Don't miss an opportunity. The month will go fast. Thank you so much for sending in the cards and getting all this taken care of, and we're going to meet Heather and say goodnight. What do you think? Yeah, I think it's great. Well, Heather, you survived another one.
I survived another one.
You didn't break an ankle or nothing.
Nope. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. No cuts, no bruises, no contusions. Yeah. These are all good things. What do you have coming up that we need to know about? Any kind of classes or?
I don't have any new online classes, but I have 5 online classes on my online class website, which you can access from my blog, heathertelford.com. I have some in-person classes. So if you are in Ottawa, then again, they're on my blog. I'd love to meet you. And Echidna Studios online store is always releasing new digital files. So if you feel like some cut files or some digital prints, then visit us there.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out. That'll be fun to see her style and see how it reflects yours. I think it'll be fun. That's nice. You're a kind of a whole family thing.
We are a team.
Help you.
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
Yep.
Your kids help you set up for this, and we thank them too. So, and now your sister-in-law. You're spanning the world.
The globe.
The globe.
The Telfords.
The Telfords do art all over the world. You know,
all
that
over the world.
Might be something there. You might want to look into it. Well, thank you so much for spending the evening with us.
Thank you for having me. It was lovely.
My pleasure. Chatterbox, I look forward to reading what you were up to later. It's always fun to see what your comments are. You're a bunch of fun people. Mr. Producer, thanks for making a great show. We really do appreciate your work. I love how he's got that button. I did not touch that button. He does it. You can't hear it, Heather, but he gives himself applause. And for Heather, thank you again for being Gina K's warm-up. You're your warm-up to no one. You're just enough on your own. Absolutely enough on your own. Plan a big one on your old noggins, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. Have a great week. Hope to see you Tuesday for In Review, where we will play the very fast-paced, fun, hard detective game, Who Done It, once again. Take care. Good night. Cheers.